Good morning. And one more time, good morning. They are out there. Welcome. Thank you for joining us. If you have not done so already, please turn off your phone. And as Robert Blue says at our founders meetings, if you can hear my voice, please. So it seems that at a dinner gathering, little Johnny was asked to lead the prayer. But I don't know how to do that, he replied. Just pray for your family, pray for your friends, pray for your neighbors and the poor, said his father. Okay, said little Johnny as he began his prayer. Dear Lord, thank you for our visitors and their children who ate all my cookies and ice cream. Bless them so they won't come again. Forgive our neighbor's son who removed all of my sister's clothes and wrestled with her on the bed. This coming Christmas, please send clothes to all those poor ladies on Daddy's iPhone who didn't. And finally, please provide shelter for the homeless man who uses Mom's room when Daddy is at work.
I love it.
So, Miss Patty, do we have any virgins this morning? Any first-time visitors?
We do have first-time visitors. And from the office that has the supervisor of elections, who is the best supervisor of elections in the whole country, we have McGetty, and he's from Haiti.
Welcome, McGetty, and we're going to hear from McGetty a little bit later. Are you on your virgin hunt?
But we have Joanne from Columbus, Ohio.
Welcome, Joanne. You know she's a Buckeye. All right.
We have Dave from Nassau County, New York. Eric, I'm sorry. Dave is someplace. And we have Pam, who is actually born in Canada, but she lives here now.
Welcome.
Now I'm looking for Dave. He ran away. Where'd he go? Oh, there he is. Behind the phone.
I forgot to tell Pam if she doesn't bring maple tart, she can't
From
come to
San
the meeting.
Diego, California. We have Dave.
Welcome. Anybody else?
Yes, I have a virgin, an unadorned virgin. Javier. We're Miami. We have a native Floridian.
Welcome. Got everybody?
No bees. That's it.
That's it. Thank you. Welcome all. So, after a brief absence, where's Danny? Let's give us
Good morning, everybody. Happy Tuesday.
Good morning.
If you've forgotten about me, I'm Danny Cortesa.
Your favorite number is 069.
Oh, it is. So you remember that. Good, good. All right, well, happy to be back after 2 fabulous weeks of not being here, 1 fabulous week of vacation. I came back a little, with a little tan. I didn't know that was possible. But I'm rested and ready to get back into, doing what I love the most, which is talking about sex, doing topic conversation. So first, I just want to give a huge thank you to Sean for holding it down while I was gone. I heard you did amazing. And honestly, that's a little bit hot. Now, let's get into today's Sexy Awareness Days. So I don't know if you guys are aware, but this week is Nude Recreation Week. Yes, it is real, and no, you don't have to wait to go to a nudist resort to celebrate. And I know Haulover Beach is a little far. At least for me, I don't like driving that much. So instead, you could take a naked stroll through your living room. Have a little me time in front of the mirror, modeling your birthday suit. Or hosting a clothing optional brunch at your house. Of course, if your neighbors are cool. It's all about celebrating your body, your freedom, and your right to be bare bones. Because older nudists don't need to impress. Confidence is the outfit, and baby, it never goes out of style. So, but wait, there is more pleasure where that came from. It is also National Sexual Health Month, which means it's the perfect time to get checking with your body, your boundaries, and your bedroom habits. So, if it's been a while since you last got an STI and HIV test, please do that with us today. We're partnering with AHF, as you know, in Building B, and you not only can get tested for HIV, but other STIs. And because I have heard there is some confusion about the services and testing that you can get at AHF, I just wanted to give you the list. They do testing we do the HIV test, then they do chlamydia, gonorrhea, and syphilis. They also do herpes, but only if there is an outbreak. If you don't have an outbreak, they would not do it. Also, they are able to get you on PrEP and PEP, which is after exposure, or doxy-PEP. You could get all of that here at AHF. And also HIV treatment. All right, so now I wanted to do a little myth busting, okay? So here it goes. I just pulled out before I come. I'm good, right? What do you guys think? No. Unless your name is Houdini, probably not. And let's be real, the pull-out moment is like trying to stop a roller coaster with your foot. That's not gonna work. And it is also like leaving coffee in conversation without hearing booze announced. So the pre-cum, if you guys don't know, can still carry sperm and STIs. So unless you've got a stopwatch and Jedi reflexes, chances are you're leaving more behind than just good memories. So unless your pull-out game is backed by PrEP, testing, and communication, it is not a strategy. It's a gamble. And trust me, you don't want the surprise, oh, I might have given you syphilis at the end of, where they're trying to climax, right? So please wrap it up, loop it up, and keep it smart and sexy by testing. This week, wellness events, we have Reiki Circle tonight at 6:30 p.m. We have Grief and Love support group next Monday, July 7th at 7 p.m. And we have restorative yoga next Tuesday, July 8th at noon. So you can come prepare right after coffee and conversation, go do this restorative yoga. I know Blanca and I love doing that. So come and stretch your body, soothe your heart, balance your energy, because wellness isn't just about taking bubble baths. It's also about boundaries, breath work, and being real about your mental and sexual health. And as always, please have fun with sex, make your own, but please do it as safely as possible so you can do it from there. Happy Tuesday. I hope you guys know him. It's Jeff over there.
Jeff takes the Reiki class. Okay, we have our Move Pride Coordinator, Miss Diane.
Good morning, everyone. Good morning. I had a great morning of nude pickleball today. A lot of fun. I won a lot of shots. I wonder why. What the heck is going on with her? I was the only one nude, by the way. So I'm here to tell you about a couple of women's health events that are coming up. The first one is, or the one that we had this past Saturday, it was called What the Heck's Happening to My Body. It was a great event. Blanca was there. Did you learn a lot?
I did.
Okay, I won't quiz you.
Yep.
It was a really great event. We talked about some of the things that may happen to our minds and bodies as we age. And I just want to tell you a couple of things that I took away from that event. It was reminders. These are fairly common sense, but one of the things that may happen to us as we age, may or may not, This also happens to us when we're younger. We may experience anxiety, depression, social isolation, lack of confidence. That may happen to some of us. And some of the things that you can do to combat that, they're very simple but helpful, and a few of them are really helpful to me. So number one, if you're experiencing any of those things, one thing that can be helpful is to phone a friend or to phone someone that you know. So if you're feeling a little down, it's always helpful to socialize, like coming to coffee and conversation. So that's one way to battle some things that may happen to us, like depression and anxiety. Another thing that's really good, and I keep forgetting about this, is just limiting our phone time. Sometimes we spend a lot of time with our technology, and that can be stressful or can cause stress. Another thing that I think is helpful to do, and I know I've done this a lot in the last year or so, is just to limit our news time. Sometimes that can trigger us. So just taking a little bit of the news. Some of it's good, some of it's bad, so just limiting that. And taking me time. It's always good to have a little time to do the things that you really enjoy, the hobbies that you like. So me time is really important to help diffuse some of the anxiety or stress that may happen. And last but not least, movement. Exercise, or if you're not as mobile, movement. Moving the energy in the body can really help. The breath work that Danny talked about, that's really helpful if you're having a bad day. So just breathing, spending some time, just moving to whatever feels comfortable for you. So as we talk about movement, I want to share our next Women with Pride event that's open to everyone. And this is our Tai Chi and Qigong event that's happening here, July 12th from 2 to 4 p.m. And it's all about learning Tai Chi and Qigong. Now, I had a question this morning. Somebody asked, what is the difference between Tai Chi and Qigong? I'm not going to tell you. You have to. It's a free event. I'm trying to hook you in here. But it's all about energy. It's all about movement. I'm going to find out. I'm going to talk to Lori. Lori Kerrigan's the instructor. I'm going to find out if you can participate seated. Richard talked about going, so I'm going to talk to her. If movement, if standing is difficult for you, I will find out if you can do that. But I tell you, you don't have to know Tai Chi, you don't have to know Qigong. All levels are welcome. It's really just a beginner's introductory class. So July 12th, 2 to 4 p.m., please join us. Everyone's welcome. And last but not least, not next week, but the week after next, the annual school supply drive starts, and that's on July 14th. I put cards on your desk. So this is listing, and I'll be bringing these. We also will have some additional promotions here that I'll talk about. But this is a list of supplies that kids need. I also have a separate list that I'll be bringing. Teachers need supplies, and they're a little bit different. So that starts on July 14th all the way through the end of August. So as you're out and about, CVS, Walgreens, if you want to pick up some school supplies, we'll have boxes here, and every little bit helps. So thank you very much, and have a great day.
Our active specialist, Sean White.
Good morning, everyone.
Good morning.
Good to see all of you here today. Been on leave for a few days, getting some much needed rest and relaxation, but it's good to be back. Just want to talk about a few things here. Scam Alert, which was last Thursday with AARP. I'd like to thank AARP and our very own Betty from the Bronx for helping pull that off.
Yeah.
It was a very good event. I hear Richard over there. I saw you there. You were there, and I know a few of you were able to come. I talked to a few people who participated, and they said they learned a lot. And I know the seating was limited, registration was limited, so I'm working on doing it again later on this year for those of you who would like to attend who weren't able to.
Linda was good.
You enjoyed it, Richard?
Yeah, Linda was great.
Awesome. All right, and just one more quick thing. July 4th, thank you so much to those of you who did register for that. It is sold out, which is great. But just as a reminder for those of you, yeah, I know, right? Even in light of, what may be going on in the country politically, we can still be patriotic, It's a great country, we can still enjoy it. We can't let, other things, affect our joy and, our pride in our country. So I'm so grateful for those of you who are who are able to attend it. And we're going to celebrate together and have a rainbow pride. Just for some housekeeping duties for that, remember the Pride Center is closed that day. I know we wanted me to emphasize that. We are closed. You won't be able to get in the lobby, but the entrance is 2050 North Dixie Highway, which is the glass doors to the left of the main entrance. So just make sure you show up there. We'll be looking out for you too. We'll have a sign on the door too, just in case for those of you who forget. So going to be a great event, great food. Wish of a Lifetime is going to be presenting an award to one of our residents next door there in the community room. So I'm really looking forward to it, and it's going to be an awesome, awesome event. We are looking to have a little bit of limited tickets at the door, so if you do want to go and you weren't able to register previously, make sure you come there early. It's 4 to 8, and we will take a limited number of registrations at the door. So that's all for now, and looking forward to seeing you all next Tuesday. Thank you.
And John, Spencer, we have Miss Lisa.
Good morning, everybody. Happy before the 4th. I can't believe it's July already. It's kind of Christmas will be here before we know it. So anyway, next Friday, not this Friday because it is the 4th of July. Next Friday is Silver Serve Luncheon. It is at Hagen Park. It's from 11 to 1. So I hope to see everybody there.
And Lisa, our Director of Development, Miss Rebecca.
Oh, hi. That's that side. Hiya. Happy Tuesday. All right. What do I have for you? The huge. Okay. So, we all like to get walked all over, correct? And some of you are already being walked all over, which is fabulous. So, for those of you who are feeling left out, we have bricks for sale. You can check out all of the bricks that are outside in the plaza. You can pick your array. They start at $100, and I'm happy to help you with that. Also, membership. $30 a year. That's all it is. You can sign up online. You can sign up with me. You can also sign up with LU or any of the staff members here. It helps support programs like this. Just $30 a year, and there are benefits. And you get a cute little packet mail to you, too. It's super cute. And finally, for those of you who are not receiving our newsletter, check out on the columns. There's a little want to be in the know without the FOMO, QR code. Sign up for our newsletter so you can stay informed. We'd love to see you at all of our programs. And that is all I have for you.
Thank you, Rebecca. It is time for our CEO, Mr. Robert.
Hello. So, how was Bing Club Friday night?
Fabulous. Great.
So, if you missed it, we sold out, had 127 people here Friday night. That's amazing. I was not here, but I was watching on the camera because I was texting Rebecca. Well, hello, everyone. How y'all doing today? Good. So, I've got a couple of things to talk about. So, today, July 1st, back in 1931, I was not around. I was there, I know, I was out. So this one I thought was funny. Los Angeles becomes the first state to introduce vending machines. Now, is Los Angeles a state? Did it start off as a state back in 1931?
Now.
This one I also really, I didn't know, because I was just a wee little lad. In 1963, that's when zip codes were first used. I didn't know that. Well, y'all knew it. And in 1966, Medicare takes effect in the United States. And in 2025, Medicare is going to go. So, today in gay history, anyone know the name Daryl Pickney? Novelist. He was Those of us from Indiana, raise your hand. He was born in Indiana. Good old Hoosier boy. His first novel was High Cotton, autobiography on growing up black and bourgeois. And he also wrote Black Deutschland in 2016. So, someone to look up, and Marlon Brando.
Yeah.
Yes, he was born today. I'm not quite sure the first name of his friend. It was either Wallace or Wally. It got cut off. What was it? Wally? Wally Cox. So they remained friends and very close friends for the rest of Mr. Cox's life. Mr. Cox. And so, did you know that Marlon Brando had 13 children? Yeah. Danny, he didn't know how to wrap it up. and talking about walking nude in the around your living room, I don't know. I have black cloth over my mirror, so I would never see that. Does anyone else do that? So yes, as Sean said, Independence Day is this Friday. This center is closed. So as you're running through the neighborhood with your sparklers, please be safe and careful, and do not go naked while you're doing that. So, couple of things I need to talk about. So, Patty, you've got the little signs that say how to contact your state senator, our state senators. So, Senator Scott and Senator Moody, they're voting on the big, ugly bill. So, do I have any veterans in the room?
Yes, you do.
Yes, I do. Look at how many hands. So, specific impacts for veterans. There's going to be Medicaid cuts. There's going to be increased health care costs. There's going to be VA job losses. There's going to be an impact on VA programs, meaning they're going to be reduced. And they're going to reduce access to benefits. Now, if you're happy with this bill impacting you as a veteran, don't make a phone call. But if you are very unhappy with this, do not want to lose your benefits, call our senators. I've got the number where you can call. Patty has them as well, so we can connect you with our senators. So, do we have any seniors in the room? Sean, thank you for self-identifying as a senior. So, impacts for seniors. There's going to be Medicaid cuts. There's going to be increased health care costs. There's going to be changes to the Affordable Care Act, which will reduce benefits. And SNAP benefits are going to be reduced drastically. So, also, do we have anyone that lives here in the state of Florida? All right. So how is this going to increase Floridians? It's going to reduce the federal support for programs. It's going to cut benefits. It's going to have a horrible impact on vulnerable populations. Around 3 million Floridians rely on SNAP benefits, and these cuts will reduce that benefit to the most marginalized. And it's going to put a strain on state resources. Oh, so let's talk about state resources. Everyone's heard, last week I talked about the detention center that's being built as we speak in the middle of the...
Opening today.
It's opening today. So, $480 million a year to operate it. And does anyone else think it's a smart idea to be putting a bunch of tents and trailers out in the Everglades right as hurricane season is starting? Does anyone else see a problem with that? That's just me. I'm a simple boy from Indiana. I just kind of ask these questions. So, I'm going to end on a good note. I know. Take you on down and then we're putting you back up. So, you all know Peter Piscuto, who is my naked Peter? No, poster button. What's his
Crocheting. Naked crocheting.
Naked crocheting. Well, so we're going to do a crochet circle, fully clothed, because even though this is National Nudist Month, fully clothed. So we are going to partner with Peter and we're going to put on a crochet circle on Saturday, July 26th from 1 to 3. So the reason this is really good fun to me is because I started right after January 20th thinking, okay, how do I deal with my stress? So I started learning how to knit and how to crochet. I did. Yeah, it's very good. Lots of therapists recommend, if you're stressed, to learn a new hobby like crocheting and knitting. So I have been working on 5 projects crocheting. So when Peter approached me about doing this, I was like, I'm in. So we're going to start promoting this. If you crochet, if you don't know how to crochet, come and join us on Saturday the 26th from 1 to 3. Here's the butt comma. He's going to be filming it because he wants to use it in part of his show, because the topic is going to be, what's the funniest thing that ever happened to you? And so we're going to be sitting around a circle, a crochet circle. Put your mind down together. And we're going to be talking and just having a really good time from 1 to 3. We're going to ask for a $10 donation to participate so we can provide some beverages and light bites and whatnot. But if you crochet, there is no shame in that. I proudly admit that I do it. I will not crochet shorts because I've seen those are coming in. I know, crochet shorts. It's got to be a tight knit, not getting So for all you crocheters out there, come and join us. If you want to just sit in the room and talk and laugh, come join us. If you want to learn how to crochet, you have to bring your own supplies. But come and join us on Saturday, July 26th. All right? Thank you.
The number that we all share, you don't have to call your senators. You can call those senators who are on the fence, and you know who they are. Call them. Call them.
Yeah.
Forget ours.
Dennis.
We know ours are going to vote yes.
The budget is also reducing the Florida Hurricane Staff Force for prediction and for follow-through by 35%.
Noah. Yeah. So in case you didn't hear, the budget proposed is also reducing NOAA by 35%. Again, just as we're going into hurricane season. Doesn't sound very smart to me. They didn't ask me. Anyway, I'm going back on the high note. Crochet, learn how to do it. Thank
you, Robert. Our sponsor today is Joe Scott, the Broward County Supervisor of Elections. Here to tell us what's going on is Kenny.
Good morning.
Good morning.
I'm not just that, right?
Good morning again.
Good morning.
My name is Mike Eddie Mason, and I'm very, very happy to be here today to see so many people, and people are very joyful. I really like that. I really like the vibe. I came from the Supervisor of Elections Office, and as you know that we are in the Broward County. We are conducting the elections. Anytime there's elections, my office is in charge of that. What's the reason to be out to community to encourage you to register to vote? As you probably know that when you vote, you make your voice heard. And if you don't vote, you cannot complain. Sometimes after elections, I heard a lot of people, oh my God, I wish that didn't happen. But you are responsible because you don't vote. If you don't go to vote, somebody else will vote for you. And most of the time, they vote not the way you would like to vote. So I'm here today, and today is my first day, and I'm gonna be here every other month. For instance, I'm here, that's July, the next time I'm gonna be here, that's gonna be September, okay? So we have a lot to talk about the elections, a lot. So since I have 5 minutes today, so I'm gonna make it short. And if you have questions, I will be back at the table so you can ask me any questions, okay? So I've been with the Supervisor of Elections Office for 17 years. So I've been to many events, going out to people to talk to them, to explain them. But now we have a different law, especially for if you register for vote by mail. A lot of people, they enjoy registering for vote by mail. What is good about it? When you register for vote by mail, you receive the ballot at home, mostly 35 days before the election day. You have the chance to know what's in the ballot. So most of the time, especially in the primaries, we have a lot of amendments. And some of the time, the amendments, they use the verbiage which is not as clear as you expected, right? So when you receive the vote by mail, you have the time to read it, to understand it, to discuss it with family members, to discuss it with groups, so that we can be in the same page. That's the beauty of applying for vote by mail. And also there is a new law in Florida. You need to register every 2 years for vote by mail. You must do that in order for you to receive the vote by mail. So that's the reason that we encourage people to apply for vote by mail. If you register for vote by mail last year, this year you must register for vote by mail again. And probably you may ask me, why do you want me to register for vote by mail? When's going to be elections? We don't have elections this year. Yes, we don't have elections this year. However, we will have elections next year. Okay? So don't wait for the last minute to register to vote. For those of you who move to Florida, make sure that you are registered to vote, because Florida is a closed state. On the primary, you need to register to a party in order for you to vote for someone running under a party. And also, if you are new to Florida, you have 30 days to register, because there's something that we call the book closing. If you wait until the election day, you will not be able to vote on that elections. I know there are some states where you can register the same day and you can vote in the same day. Unlikely Florida, you cannot do that. You must register 30 days, 29 days prior to the election day. So don't think that is too early. Yes, you can register now, and it's free. You're not going to pay anything. Okay. And also, the next year election, we're gonna have the election on August 18, 2026, and the general election is gonna be November 3rd. August 26th, that's gonna be the primary. November 3rd, that's going to be the general election. Like I said, we have a lot of, I can stand with you and talk for 2 hours, right? But I have a lot of to share with you. But I have 5 minutes, so I'm going to be in the back. So come and talk to me, and I have goodies on the table as well. They are free. You're not going to pay for it. And also, I don't want to go back to the office with them though. So I have also, I have two. One is blue, one is orange. The blue one is register to vote. That's the form that you need to register to vote. And also the orange one is the form to request the vote by mail. If you take them, you don't have to fill out them today. Okay, you can take them home. If you have friends or family members, take them with you. And also you can mail them in. You don't need to put stamp. They are prepaid postage. Okay, so they are free. And also July, 4th of July is going to be next, probably in a couple of days. I have flags on the table as well, so you can have a flag. Thank you very much. I'll see you next time.
Thank you so much. Appreciate it. Thanks so much.
one last thing that we need people to work on election day as well. We need people to work. It's gonna be a long day, just to let you know. 5:30 in the morning to 7 to 8 p.m. And we give a tip. Okay, so I heard there's gonna be no tax on tip, right? We give a tip that's gonna be from 200 to 350, depending on the positions that's you're going to run. So, like I said, if you have any questions, all of you are able there. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Ms. Blanca, what is the next?
Hi everyone, did you miss me last week?
Yeah.
Hi, I love that. Oh, yeah, thank you, that's okay. Anyway, Sean wanted me to mention that on Friday the 4th, those of us that are vegetarian, there will be a vegetarian option. So it's not just, vegetarian barbecue, it's actually really good. Anyhow, today our total is 212. And I'm going to ask Bruce to pick the number, because he hasn't done that in a while.
It's all your fault.
His shoulders are definitely broader than mine, so that works out well. So it's 212 the total, so what's your prize? Dang, you did good. Anyway, number is 1097 1726. 1726, that's 4 digits. Dawn! That's great. Congratulations, Dawn. Hey, remember to turn your phone back on. Thank you.
Thank you for joining us. Have a great 4th of July weekend. We will see you next Tuesday.